Hey everyone, I'm Esther Perez and I spent my New Year's in Texas with family. It was the best trip ever, really family oriented, so I wanted to go over and recap it with you all. We flew Southwest. It was a really good flight. We went Columbus to Harlingen, Texas. My family lives in Brownsville, Texas, so that's down in the valley area if you're familiar. And the weather over there was so nice compared to Columbus, Ohio. We got a rental car. It was a Mazda CX-90, I believe. I loved it. I will say it had a lot of dings to it, which they did warn me about at the Avis counter, but still, I took videos of everything because I'm that type of person. I do think if you're renting a car, this shouldn't scare you, but make sure you're always taking pictures and videos of your rental car just in case there were to ever be issues in the future. Like I said, I've never had issue with Avis. I really like using Avis and getting a rental car when I'm traveling, so just be warned to do all the extras. So, some background as to the why behind this trip was growing up, we would always go to Texas every year to spend the holidays with family, and my dad really wanted to recreate it as adults. So, it was nice that we all got to fly in and not take that long drive. So we stayed at my cousin's house and it was beautiful. I only got a small amount of pictures, but it was a great time. When we landed that night, we had a party and it was really a blast because my parents were just you could just tell how happy they both were, and it made me feel so good. They had a mariachi, and my dad has this thing of always singing with a mariachi band, and so I had to get a video of that. The next morning, I went to the panaderia. I am a big back when it comes to pan. Like, I really am. I could eat all of them. My favorite are conchas, empanadas. I will tear up some churros. Like, I love pan so much. Then we got to chill by the pool. My cousin has a gorgeous house, so we got to hang out by the pool and it was really great. The next day, we went to La Pulga, which is the flea market. I have childhood trauma from going to the flea markets, but I think as an adult, I can appreciate how cheap the stuff is, how much stuff there is. And so, if you have a chance and you're in the Valley area of Texas, check out the flea market in Brownsville. It's huge. I need to backtrack and say that my trauma was nothing super bad. It was just that we spent all day at the flea market, and as a kid, who wants to do that? It was so nostalgic seeing Super Mario World and all of these games. That is one thing about flea markets is you can get some really like old items, vintagey items, and it just warms your heart. So we went to Louie's Backyard and Grill, I think is what it's called, in South Padre Island. So if you're in the Valley area, whether you're visiting like McAllen, Brownsville, Harlingen, I strongly suggest going to South Padre Island. Every single breakfast started with a trip to a panaderia. This was a new one. I think it was called Paris Bakery. The other one was Ayala Bakery, and I prefer the other one because it was cheaper and it just felt more homemade, if that makes sense. Like a home feel to it, whereas the Paris Bakery was more like gourmet pan dulce. And I think when I'm looking for pan dulce, I want like the real traditional, someone's making it with their hands. We went to a taco spot, and yes, you could see my markings there. I was writing down my order so I didn't miss anything. What I love most about Texas is that you can find a breakfast taco at any corner. Now, it wasn't just eating nonstop. We also volunteered at a really nice shelter called the Settlement House. If you're looking for a way to volunteer with your family, I suggest checking them out. That night for dinner, as you guessed it, we found another taco spot. It's called Calacas, and I especially loved the tamarindo drink. It was so good. It was non-alcoholic. Definitely check it out if you're there. I think what I loved most about this trip was just the amount of family time that we got to have. It was just such good times, lots of laughs, and those are memories I'm going to keep forever. I swear this whole New Year's in Texas is gonna be us eating. So we went to this spot, and if you're looking for a really traditional Mexican breakfast, you have to check this spot out when you're in the valley. The food was so good. My family and I could not stop talking about it, and we were like, should we come back tomorrow? Overall, like, yes, we were eating nonstop, but it was nonstop family time, and I think that's what I really appreciated most about New Year's in Texas. It was like bringing in the new year with nothing but good vibes, good spirit, lots of heart, and it felt really nice. Another spot we ate at was Doña Lula. This is a bit newer for me. I have never heard of them, but when I saw them there and my brother pitched going, I said, of course. So I got some gorditas and they were just so good. And so this is one of those things that's really nostalgic for me because growing up we would always go over to Matamoros and go to Doña Tota's for them. So it was nice to try them here. Some more pan dulce. I'm telling you, we ate like hogs, but it was a great family trip. If you're going to Brownsville or anywhere in the Valley area, these are spots you have to go to, except for this one. I think it was a little overrated. It was an alcohol drive-through in Brownsville called Chelas and Drinks to Go. I've definitely been to better ones. When I lived in San Antonio, I was like 5 minutes from a beer and all, which was like an alcoholic drive-through, and that spot was great. Then New Year's came and we went home afterwards, but I just cannot say enough good things about this family trip. I know this was a short video, but New Year's was really such a good time and it kicks off the year where I'll be traveling and sharing more with y'all, so don't forget to like and subscribe.